Good evening, good people. Welcome to this channel. And if at all you have not subscribed, I urge you that you subscribe so that we can learn more and listen from God and listen from the voice of God. Bwana Yesu asifiwe sana. Karibuni. Na siku ya leo nataka tujifunze kuhusu fasting, yaani mfungo. Fasting ni nini? People do fast. Fasting is an ancient thing ambayo ilifanywa na most of the believers since the Bible. Watu kama kina Moses, Daniel, they fasted. What is this fasting? Fasting ni nini? Fasting is that act of abstaining from meals, eating food, and sometimes even drinking. Fasting ni ule wakati ambao unajinyima kabisa kutoka kwa chakula, kunywa, na hata kutoka kwa vitu ambavyo labda ni secular things. You just abstain so that you can be with God, pray in silence. Now, there are so many types of fasting. Not so many, but there are like 4 types of fasting. Fasting number 1, it's that full fasting. What do we mean when we say full fasting? This is when now you either go dry without taking anything, even water, or sometimes you can even take water alone, no food, just water. That's full fasting. From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the evening, or for 3 days. But full fasting, I don't recommend it beyond 3 days. Hii ni kwa sababu maybe ya kimaumbile ya mwanadamu. Ni mzuri pia kujua kwamba the way our bodies work, we need some water in our bodies. So if at all you go more than 3 days without even water, you may end up damaging your kidneys or even damaging your body systems. That's why I recommend, if at all you are going for 3 days, you can go for that full fasting. But more than 3 days, just maybe take something. Don't go for full fasting more than 3 days. That's maybe out of experience. Number 2, it is known as liquid fast. That's when you fast, drink some juice, or sometimes you can drink even milk or some tea. Nayo pia, it might be from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or sometimes you can do it for 3 days, but you take some juice, not regularly, but specific timings. If at all it is in the morning, you take some juice. In the noon, on time, you take a glass of juice. And in the evening, you don't overtake it just because maybe you want to fulfill yourself, but you just take it because you want your body to continue functioning. That's when you take some juice and even some milk. The third one is the Daniel fasting. The Daniel fasting is found in Daniel chapter 10, verse 2 to 3. Eat no meat, no sweets, no bread. That one is more like dry fasting. You eat nothing, you go dry. But nayo hii pia inataka pia uangalie how maybe kama una conditions za mwili zinakusumbua, sio mzuri kufanya hii Daniel's fasting kwa sababu hauli chochote, haunywi chochote, kwa sababu hivyo ndivyo Danieli alifanya. Lakini kwa hiki kitabu inatuambia kwamba yeye alifanya hivyo for 3 weeks. Mungu alimpa neema. Ni mzuri pia kuuliza neema kutoka kwa Mungu. Kama vile alivyomneemesha Danieli, anaweza akakuneemesha pia kufanya hivyo. Walakini, it is good that you know yourself. If at all you have maybe some other conditions, maybe unaweza kuwa uko na ulcers and some other illnesses ambazo hazitakuruhusu kufanya hii Daniel's fasting, it is good you go for an alternative way of fasting. Then number 4, we have the partial fasting. Partial fasting. Hii ndio ile sasa una fast from 6 a.m. maybe to 3 p.m. Then you break your fast. And make sure when you are breaking your fast, you break it with something liquid, not something that's solid. Or you can do it from sunrise to sunset. Then you break from that fast. Or maybe giving up on one item in a meal. You can give up on one item in a meal. Maybe you can maybe just give up on sugar or caffeine in a meal. Or giving up one meal and replacing it with prayers. Vigilance is needed to ensure that the value of omitting the one meal is not affected by increasing the intake of other meals. Sometimes mtu anaweza kuwa ameskip lunch ama ameskip breakfast. Sasa ukiskip breakfast unapata mtu anaenda kukula heavy lunch. It's like anajaribu kureplace kenye hakuwa amekula in the breakfast. No, haiendi hivyo. If at all umeskip breakfast, your lunch must be normal. Don't overeat just because you want to replace what you never ate. Ama kama you are skipping your lunch, don't overeat your supper or your dinner. Just eat normally because you want to make it. Yes, fasting is fasting. Don't try to increase the intake of other meals. No. You can fast for specific number of days. You may choose for 1 day, 3 days, 14 days, 21 days. Hiyo inategemea na neema ambayo Mungu atakupa. Lastly, fast from all forms of secular media. Limit your media usage. Limit ile kuwa na simu sana. Limit ile kuwatch TV ama listening to radio. Not unless you are watching Christian channels or listening to gospel music, it's allowed. But secular things, you abstain from it totally. Then whenever you are fasting, make sure you are fasting unto God, not for people to realize or to know that you're fasting. Remember, Jesus said that you should anoint yourself. When you're fasting, just anoint yourself. Be happy. Ili usionekane kwamba now you are fasting. Umejiweka kwamba now you are fasting. Hata utaki kuongea. Hata umenuna. No. Just be okay. Be composed. Pray. Especially kama umeruka a meal. That time ambayo ungekuwa unakula, replace it with prayers. Communicate with your God. Let our God know what you're praying for. Let him know that you're fasting because of this reason. Let the reason be known unto God. And God will answer your prayers. Kama una fast partial, God will answer your prayers. Kama ni full dry fast, God will answer your prayers. Kama ni the Daniel fasting, God will still answer your prayers. Kwa sababu neema yake inatosha. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.